Good morning, everyone. Hey guys, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had to brew my coffee, so I am so sorry. We had to have coffee done. Let's see what we can do here. If I just get inside the frame, let's just make sure that, yeah, you don't need to see my diffuser back there, but I know it's going. All right, who is with us this morning? Alice is on, Linda's on. Hi, you guys, hey. Okay, let me take a sip of my coffee and then we'll get started, okay? Oh, where are all my coffee lovers, you guys? Come on. Life is not the same without a cup of coffee. All right, so this is, in case you don't know where you are on the internet right now, this is our Facebook Live class. We're gonna go over some natural solutions. I'm specifically gonna be talking about the top 10 oils today. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, we do classes in person all the time, right? If you guys have been to a class, then like or give me a heart or comment below that, yep, you've been to a class, you've hosted a class, something like that. You've taught a class. There's a lot of people on that probably have taught a class before. But why are we doing this via the internet and technology this morning? Well, I realize that there's a lot of you that are in faraway places that maybe we can't reach as easily, but technology and the ability for us to connect anywhere now, it's here. So, I mean, when I was a little girl and they said, we're gonna be able to talk to people on the phone and you will see, and remember, I was a little girl a long time ago. I was born in 1970. You will see people on the video phone. It was like, no, that's never gonna happen. I grew up with a dial. A dial, did you guys remember that? Who remembers that? Anyway, with the ability to connect all the way across the oceans, across the world, I wanted to do something so that there is no home that is untouched from essential oils and the learning that we get to have with our essential oils. So that is the reason that I just wanted to connect with all of you guys. And I'm in California, for those of you that don't know that. I'm in Southern California, and it is pouring rain today. So my coffee, we'll probably have some soup for lunch. We don't get a lot of rain. So if you are not in California, even if you are, why don't you comment below where you are joining us from so we get an idea about what parts of the world you guys are in, what states you're in, and you know, where you're coming to us live from. So that would be great, so I can see where y'all are at. We have teams, I think in our specific team, we have team members in United States, in Australia, in Canada, in Germany, in Mexico, in China. So we are literally everywhere, and I realize this may not be in everyone's time zone right now. It might not, but this is going to be recorded. So those of you that are wondering, well, what's going to happen to this after the class? It will be a recording in the public Facebook group. And so if you have a friend that you want to see the top 10 oils and natural solutions class, then you can just tag them in this or have them watch this later. Okay, it should be able to come up. All right. Okay, so my name is Chrystelle Zimmerman and I am a diamond with doTERRA. And what we're gonna focus on today is our awesome essential oil solutions and how you use them, okay? So, oh good, look at this. We've got Wisconsin, Covina, Visalia, Patty's on, Torrance, California. Yeah, it's raining and cold here in Corona, California. Oh my God, LA. Awesome, you guys. You're from everywhere. We don't have any Australia on because I bet they're sleeping. I bet it's sleeping time right now. But you guys can watch it later, all right? So a little bit about me for those of you that don't know me, and I really want to give you this introduction so you know how far away from natural medicine that I have come, okay? Before doTERRA came into my life, I worked in higher education. And that means I worked for a university. I did some really stressful HR work, hiring people, firing people, paying people, and I worked maybe 50, 60 hours a week and didn't even realize how stressed I was. And I had two little kids at home, two very small kids, and my son had some major respiratory issues that we were prisoner to the nebulizer like 4 times a day. And me being a full-time working mom, that was really hard to do. My daughter had some major skin issues, And I didn't know what I didn't know, right? And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so when I didn't realize, honestly, how sick we were, I was just feeling a little bit helpless that my kids had all this stuff, I had all this stuff, and there wasn't really a lot I could do because I was so busy dropping them off at daycare, going to work. And so what happened was my son had an accident one day, and he fell on the pavement and nearly took half of his face off. And it was open and bloody and swollen, and of course he's hysterical, and this mama was hysterical, right? Those of you that are calm mamas, praise. I am not that calm mama, but my girlfriend was, and she's actually a registered nurse, and she jumped into action like any nurse would, right? And she said, I have something to help his face. And I thought, all right, well, I trust you, you're my friend. I trust you, you're a nurse. Go get me that heavy duty burn cream. Go get me that steroid cream that you've got in your car. Come on back, girl. And do you know what she came back with? She came back from her car and the bottles looked like this. I'm not even kidding you. And I just about died. I was like, what is that? But remember, I'm hysterical. And when you're in that moment, you guys, you will just anything, right? So she put, and we'll get into these oils in a minute, but she put frankincense and lavender. Can you see those? Yeah. Frankincense and lavender directly on his skin right there. And it calmed him. It calmed the skin. It cleaned out the wound. And in 1 week, it was as if it hadn't even happened. There was a little bit of tenderness there, you guys, but it was miraculous, and I had never seen anything like it. And so if we have any skeptics on this morning, I don't know, you know, some of you guys might be seasoned oilers. If you're a seasoned oiler, let me have a heart. If you're a skeptic, don't give me a mad face. Don't. Maybe you're a converted skeptic like me, but for any skeptics on, you guys, you know, you are not alone. I was in that place, honestly, and maybe people in your family are skeptics, and that's why you want to have them learn about natural solutions. So this was really something that was not in my wheelhouse at all. And if it wasn't for my friend who jumped into action, I will be truthful with you, I probably never would have been into natural solutions because it was just not a part of my life. It seemed like it was too hard and all that. So I think I was probably one of the people that needed oils the most, and I bet who has friends like that in their lives? They need oils. They're posting on Facebook all the time. I'm sick, I've got a headache, I've got a migraine, I know you have friends and family like that, and don't worry. I don't want you to be sad because eventually something will happen like it happened to me, and that moment will just be the opportunity for the right thing to walk into their life. So we saw results really fast with that, and I have to tell you, I was amazed by how effective they were. I was amazed that she used something natural. Are you kidding me? She's a nurse and she's using something natural. That blew my mind. And they were safe. Come to find out, it was actually really safe to use. And the benefits of using essential oils, I'll tell you, my kids, since then, they have not had a sick visit to the doctor in 4 years. We've had broken bones. We've had, trust me, we've been to the doctor, but we have not had a sick visit in 4 years. And that to me is crazy. My kids get perfect attendance. They're on perfect attendance this year. So I know that I have an essential oil that can bless and benefit and support the body's natural ability to heal itself. And this is why, this is the huge thing. So anyone who's joining us that maybe you're like me and how I used to be, that I used to just reach for the old standby. I took penicillin until that bottle was gone, baby. And so the modern approach to medicine, and I'm not knocking doctors. I love doctors. There's nothing wrong with going there. But I do think that there has to be a natural approach with what we know as traditional medicine. And those two can work hand in hand, right? So with that, we're not masking symptoms. We're not just band-aiding or medicating the issue, and we're getting deep down into the body so that it can repair itself, so that it can heal itself. Because if you think about it, the traditional system is designed to manage those symptoms, right? You're just, some people are taking something that manages the side effects for something and something and something. And they're usually made from synthetic agents. If you guys realized what was happening in the pharmaceutical industry, they are trying to mimic plants that are out there. Well, why not just start with the plants themselves if you're trying to just recreate them in a lab, right? And there are side effects to traditional medicine. Some of them we know, right? You hear those infomercials at midnight that these are all the side effects. And okay, so if you could have those things, well, guess what? There could be side effects of that medication that you don't know about for 20 or 30 years. And we are just finding out about some of those now because some of those drugs haven't been on for a long time. So there could be side effects with traditional medicine. And again, I'm not knocking doctors. I'm not knocking that. I'm just trying to give you guys the big picture of why we are making this movement into natural healthcare, natural solutions, and remedies that can empower you, okay? And so here's a little nugget that $6.5 trillion is spent on global healthcare. That is a lot of stinking money. That is so much money that we could probably afford to send everybody to college. We could pave a road around the world 5 times for infrastructure. We could do so much with that kind of money instead of spend it on global healthcare if we were doing something natural. And so the question I would ask, with spending that kind of money, are we as a society any healthier? See, that's like, I'm gonna ponder that for a second, all right? So the natural approach gets to the actual root. We get to the root cause. It comes straight from plants. We're not trying to mimic anything. And it's safe. That's what the beauty of this is. And there's no side effects when you're using plants, all right? So I think that's totally beautiful. And you guys, honestly, my true belief is that the creator of the universe gave us our ability. He gave us these plants and all of these things to give our bodies the ability to fix and restore and repair. And that's why I think that using these bottles, using these beautiful little bottles and what's in here, it is a gift of the earth. These are the gifts of the earth. And it's going to help your family. It's going to help your family with the stuff that you're going through on a day-to-day basis. And why not use something that empowers us as moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and aunties and friends, and right? Yes, okay. So, and actually I said gift of the earth. doTERRA actually means gift of the earth in Latin. Isn't that great? How many of you guys knew that? Did you know that? All right, so let's go through just a couple. We're gonna go through the oils in a second, but I just want to review for some of you and introduce this idea to others. What are essential oils? What are they? What is in here, okay? These are just natural aromatic compounds, and they come from bark, stems, roots, petals, from different parts of the plant. And that is what's creating this natural, safe, effective ability to get into our bodies, get into our cells. doTERRA is actually the most trusted, the most tested. We are a science-based company. We're a $2 billion debt-free company. And one of the things that blesses me to the core is that doTERRA has a heart to serve, okay? I have a heart to serve. It's why I do this for a living. It's why, Saturday morning, I want to spend it with you guys because I want to bless other people with natural solutions. That is the heart of doTERRA, is to bless people. And not only us as the consumer, but their heart is also to bless the people, the farmers, the growers, the people who grow the plants. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there are other companies that they believe that bringing all of the plants to the US soil and growing them here is a cheaper way to do that. And that's not how doTERRA does it. We do find growers and farmers in different parts of the world, actually, many that are third world countries, and we are connecting. It's called co-impact sourcing. We are connecting with those growers and farmers so that we can grow the plants in indigenous soil where it's native to the rainfall, the climate, the environment. And, truth be told, US soil is not what it used to be, right? And there are some that are grown here. My peppermint, where did my peppermint go? We'll get to that in a second, but peppermint is actually grown in the Pacific Northwest, specifically in Oregon. So that is US soil, but that's because it's so rainy and wet and beautiful there, okay? Now, 96% of our farmers only grow for doTERRA. This is huge, you guys. And this answers the question of why are we going to go to doTERRA? Well, when you have an exclusive agreement and co-impact sourcing and you are the most tested and trusted company out there, your oils are more pure, they're potent, they get to the root cause. And guess what? We're a science-based company, you guys. And it's, you know, we're not just, oh, this is our aside. We have a product and we just decided we're going to add essential oils to our lineup. No, this started with essential oils. That's the root of and the heart of doTERRA. And if you don't believe that we're a science-based company, you can look at the bottom of any bottle and there's a lot number on there. And it's, if you put that lot number into a website called sourcetoyou.com, you can actually see a report of what the chemical constituents are in this particular bottle, in your bottle. Not my bottle, but if your number's put in there, it's in your bottle. And I promise you guys, there is no other company on the planet that wants you to take a peek inside their bottle. That would be scary to them, because what could be in there? Synthetics, chemicals, pesticides used in harvesting that plant. There's a lot of stuff that could go wrong. So I feel good about the fact that we are a science-based company and we are letting consumers know exactly what's in the bottle that lends to the purity and the potency. But with that co-impact sourcing, we're building schools, we're bringing running water. We are doing so much for these third world countries to educate the young children there. So I can feel good about the company that stands behind us, that we stand behind them. It's a partnership, right? So getting a bottle from Sprouts is not the same as getting a bottle from doTERRA. And I don't mean doTERRA on Amazon. I mean doTERRA directly from a person, okay? We'll get to that at the end, but I will tell you, I used to get bottles of oil at Sprouts. I'm not knocking Sprouts. I happen to love Sprouts and Whole Foods, but standing there in the aisle with choices and choices and choices, and here comes the person over here that's like, hey, can I help you? And no, I know you can't. I know that you can't. There's no way. So, and they didn't work. When I bought Sprouts oils for my daughter's eczema, nothing changed. And then, you know, you wonder, some of you might have used other oils, or maybe you're currently using other oils, and you're sitting there scratching your head going, oils don't work. I tried that lemon. I tried that frankincense. Did you try doTERRA's frankincense? Did you try doTERRA's lemon? Okay. So there's a major, major difference. All right. So I'm going to tell you 3 ways to use oils, and then we're going to get into the oils themselves. If you guys have them handy, you could do this right along with me. If you don't, then we're going to let you know how you can get oils into your hands, but I'll do that at the end. Okay. There's actually 3 ways to use essential oils, and they're the 3 main ways to get essential oils into your body. One of those is aromatic. That's a fancy name for just breathing it in. I have a diffuser back there. You see that? I have an essential oil in there, and that diffuser's job is to get the oil molecularly really small into the air, and I get to breathe that in. If you don't have a diffuser handy, then you just take your oil and watch this. I'm just going to put a drop of this into my hands, and you can be your own mini diffuser. Just put that right up to over your nose and your mouth and just breathe that in. You can be your own mini diffuser in the car, at your desk, anywhere. And if you have small children, then you could go like this, okay? I'm diffusing for you on your face right now. Just kidding, it's not coming through here. You know that, right? But that's what I used to do for my son for his respiratory stuff. I would just aromatically put that in front of his face. With the residue on your hands, you could certainly just put that on the back of your neck, which leads me to the second way of using essential oils topically on your skin, directly on the area. And we will get into the specific oils that help things, but does anybody know, let's make it interactive, can anybody put in the comments, what's a really good spot on your person to put essential oils? Where would we can put them anywhere, but where would you put them where they're super effective and they get into your system really, really quickly? Okay, where's that spot? I know there's like a 10-second delay on when you guys write it and when I get to see it. So I'll just drink my coffee in the meantime. All right, what's the spot on your body? Linda got it. Linda's the first one. All right, bottom of your feet. Yes. Why? Why is that? Well, because we have very large pores on the bottom of our feet, and usually the bottom of our feet are a little bit more, not that they're callous, but they're a little tougher. They're not, you know, as sensitive as the inside of your wrist, right? So bottom of your feet gets it straight into your body. Within 30 seconds, the oils are in your body. Within 20 minutes, the oils are systemic. What does that mean? It means that the oils are being carried by your bloodstream. Systemic is your bloodstream's carrying them to where they need to go. So within 20 minutes, the oil is within every cell in your entire body. Okay, so if you put an oil on the bottom of your feet, and I've got some kind of a pain issue up here, I can put it directly here topically. Could also put it at the bottom of my feet, and it's going to systemically relieve that. Okay, that blows my mind. That should be like, whoa, what? Okay, Alice said under the tongue, that is also a good place. And so remind me when we get to frankincense, I will talk about under the tongue. Okay, so the third way we use essential oils, and this is another mind blow, that is internally. We can, I mentioned lemon. A lot of you guys, I have lemon lovers. That's a tongue twister. I've got some lemon lovers on, huh? You guys love your lemon? I do not drink water without lemon. There it is. So internally, that's where you're putting oils inside your body. There's three places you're not going to put essential oils ever. You're not going to put them in your nostrils. You're not going to put them in your eyeballs. And you're not going to put them in your ear canal. Okay, so think orifice. Do not put them in the holes in your body. Do not do that. Okay, so is that a good way to remember it? However, you can put lemon in your water, and you could also clean with it. But if you put it in your water, that's a natural antioxidant. All right, so we use other oils internally because they're going to get to that issue faster. And you could use them all three ways. And here's the really awesome thing, you guys, the whole internal. Some of you might be like, I'm be cautious about that. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, remember, most pure, most potent, most tested, most trusted, the biggest essential oil company in the world. Okay, so there's a reason for that. If you look on the back of the bottle, you're going to see supplemental facts. I know you see it backwards right now on Facebook Live, but there's supplemental facts. Just like a dietary food label, if your bottle says supplemental facts, it's a drinky drink. You may internally ingest that oil, okay? You can also do it the other two ways, but if it has that, and I'd say that 90% of them do, some of them they don't, and that's not the most effective way to use them. But that's what I want to show you. Those are the three ways to use essential oils. So does somebody want to pop in the comments just the 3 ways to use essential oils? Boom, boom, boom. Just so somebody going through this can see it afterwards. All right. Now let's go over. I'll start with lemon since it's right here. What the 10 oils are. All right. We're going to focus on these. And there's other oils, you guys. We'll do other classes and events in here, but I'm just going to specifically focus on the heavy hitters today. These are the basic oils that any home, every home, not any home, every home should have, okay? If your home has these, you can give me a heart or a like and let me know that you have these in your home. But remember, this class we're doing because there might be people, you guys, that do not have essential oils in their life yet. And so at the end, if you don't have them in your life, or if you want a review on how we get the oils for a friend, then I'll certainly go over that at the end, okay? So grab your lemon if you do have it. What do we use lemon for? Well, like I said, put it in your water. It's very refreshing. It is going to purify your water, your body. It's going to take toxins out. It also, if I put it in that diffuser over there, it's going to purify the air and disinfect. How crazy is that? The same thing you can put on your counters. Spray it in a spray bottle, put it on your counters, and disinfect with it. So you're disinfecting and drinking it. What? Another, like is there a mind blown emoji? Like every time we blow minds, like, oh my gosh, honestly, I still get taken aback by how amazing these oils are, okay? Also, you could use lemon if you have an irritated throat. You can gargle with it, or you can just put it on the outside to soothe it. I do put it as a combo with another oil, which I'll get to in a minute. So let's table that for a second. Okay, so that is oil, lemon. All right, moving on. We're going to move to peppermint because I did mention it a minute ago. Peppermint is incredible for opening your airways. So when I put it on a minute ago, remember when we were our own mini diffuser, peppermint is amazing just for congestion, for opening airways if you have respiratory issues. It also alleviates any kind of stomach stuff. If you're feeling queasy any of you have motion sickness or car sickness, maybe you just can't go on a long car drive anymore, just either put a little bit, this is where we can go, roof of our mouth, under our tongue, drink it in a glass of water, or if I'm feeling queasy, I'm just gonna put a drop on my hand and just rub it like this. I'm not gonna get obscene. I just rub it on my belly like that, okay? So if you're flying, if you're planes, trains, and automobiles, that's what you're gonna do with your peppermint. Another cool thing about peppermint, it has an amazing ability to reduce your body temperature. What is that code word for? Hot flashes. Hello. Okay, I'm entering that period of life. If I'm feeling like a hot mess, I'm gonna put this on behind my neck, behind my ears. Hey, trick, put it in a spritzer, in a little spray bottle, and just spray it. Also amazing to kill insects, ants, keep spiders away, all right? So this is an incredible oil. And when I said hot flashes, okay, on the other side of that, you don't have to be afraid of fevers either, because you can just put this right down your kid's spine, down your own spine if you're getting a little too hot. We are still in that season of sickness, so we're not here in our house, but I know it's out there, you guys. So if you're feeling yucky and your body temperature's rising, get this on you fast. Lastly, I'll say this, that headaches, if you have head tension, then peppermint is my first DEFCON 1. Like, let's just go there first. There's some others that I will tell you about, but take the peppermint, put it here on your temples, put it right here up at your hairline, just rub that in, and that is gonna help alleviate any kind of head tension. And so if you swear by peppermint, then you can let us know in the comments what you are using it for. I see some of you are doing that. Good job, you guys. Sinuses, bad breath. Yes, awesome, awesome. Okay, fantastic. What's up next? On Guard. All right. You notice some of the oils are single oils. Peppermint, lemon. Some of them have fancy names. That's a blend. On Guard means that there's a bunch of oils in there to help us. It's a protective blend, but the main oils are cinnamon, clove, and wild orange. So as you open that one up, I think it smells like Christmas. I love just that spicy, spicy smell. But this is one of your heavy hitters in your arsenal. In the basic kit, you guys, that every home should have, On Guard is in there, and this is the one that's gonna protect you from the yuck. This is going to protect you from some of the junk that's out there right now. How would you use On Guard? Well, my first clue, what I tell you guys a minute ago, I'm gonna look for those supplemental facts. Ooh, and there they are. Those supplemental facts are right on there, which means that this is a drinky drink oil. I can drink this one. I can use it internally. It's going to protect against environmental threats. I can purify the air with it. Hey, clue, if you have small kids at home, obviously they're gonna come in contact with other kids, and those other kids might be sick. I have my diffuser going after school when the kids come home, and it's got On Guard in it, okay? I want to support healthy immune function, and I wanna be sure that we're killing any airborne pathogens that they might have brought home. So you can use this oil all 3 different ways. And if you've used On Guard, you can tell me how you've used it in the past. Do you remember a minute ago when I said you can put lemon for the scratchy, irritable throat? I couple it with On Guard on the outside of my throat. If I feel like, I'm starting to get something, I can feel that little tickle, I just put it right on the outside, and then I also gargle with a drop of it on the inside. This is amazing oil, you guys, that you can rub on the bottom of your feet. Before you leave the house every day, you can use this if you feel like something's come on. You could also use this as a preventative measure. So I would challenge you every single day, you and your whole clan, put this on the bottom of your feet before you walk out the door. All right, and you are going to protect yourself from whatever junk is on the other side of that door. All right, you never know. People don't tell you like, hi, nice to meet you. My name's so-and-so, right? They don't tell you that they're sick, and it's too late. It's often too late when you realize, oh my gosh, they came down with something. All right, speaking of I told you that my son had a lot of respiratory issues. We were on some heavy duty stuff in that nebulizer, and he was on that thing from the time he was 7 months until the time he was 5 years old. and prisoner, honestly, to that little mask and that machine. What's the oil that eventually got that machine to be a thing of the past in our home? It's the Breathe oil. So Breathe is everything respiratory, you guys. This is another blend where it's taking oils that are known to clear the air, clear your airways and clear the air, and that they're putting them all together. So you'll find cardamom, peppermint, eucalyptus is probably the heaviest smell in here as far as I can tell. Such a great oil that one of the most effective ways, you guys, diffuse. If you have respiratory junk or you've got nasal stuff that's either always clogged or always running, okay, this will blow your mind. This works for both sides of that fence. Isn't that crazy? It works for the running, it works for the congested. Wow. How do essential oils do that? Well, remember my first point a minute ago. Essential oils are helping your body's natural ability to heal itself. It's just going to get to the root cause, all right? So how would I use this oil? Put it in a diffuser. I could also put it in my hands, back to being my own mini diffuser. I just want you to avoid your eyeballs, all right? When you're doing this and breathing it in, close your eyes. I forgot to tell you that earlier. Close your eyes. Otherwise, you're going to be commenting in there like, Chrystelle, what's going on? I got oil in my eye. And I should mention, if you get an oil in your eye, what do? What do you guys do? Do you go to the sink and just start splashing water? Like, eye wash? No, please don't do that. Why? Oil and water are not friends. They don't like each other. So you're going to go grab your coconut oil, and if you got it in your eye, just put your coconut oil right around the area that, don't put it in there, remember, no orifices, but just put it right around, and it's gonna dilute whatever oil you got too close to the area and make you feel better immediately. Gail's got it right. She said, go grab an oil. Yeah, don't grab water, okay? In my early days, I didn't know, and man, that water intensifies the oil. Not good. Okay, I see a lot of you are putting in the comments snoring. And yes, I confess I have my own snoring issue. My husband will tell you, I snore. I don't think I do. Snorers don't think they do, right? Because we get the best sleep in the world, but our partners do not. So, Breathe oil. What do I do with the Breathe oil? I'll do it right now. I put it on my finger, I put it on the bridge of my nose. I also put it right here underneath my nostrils. I kind of just do a circle like this. Wow, I'm gonna smell really good. I put it right there, and then I also have it going in my diffuser next to my bed, okay? So if you have snorers in your home, you could do that. A good spot to put it is on the big toe. And we don't need to get into reflexology here, but I will tell you that there are certain parts of your foot that will be receptive to the oils. If you don't know where to put them, you don't have to. Just put them on the bottom of your feet. But the big toe is a good spot for that snoring, okay? If you don't know that, just get it anywhere on there, all right? Let's move on to the next oil. That is Breathe. It's everything respiratory, so we're talking asthma, anything here that's coming up for you, okay? That is the Breathe. Next, I'm going to cover probably one of the heaviest hitters that we have is frankincense. Okay, I usually save this one for last, but I do want to cover it next because frankincense, if you took away every oil in the kit and said you can keep one, Chrystelle, this would be the one I reach for. Why do you guys think? Why do you guys think this is the king of oils? It will do almost everything you need it to. Most importantly, this oil is for immune support. So what does that mean? Those of you earlier that said you put them under your tongue, frankincense is the oil to put right there under your tongue. Sublingually, that gets straight into your system and helps protect you. Your immune system, that's boosting your natural body immunity to protect itself from junk that's out there. If you do that daily, 2 drops under the tongue, you will probably join my son in the perfect attendance award. Okay, so it is going to help you have a healthy immune system. When you do that, it also promotes a feeling of relaxation. And I didn't know how stressed I was in life before oils. I wonder now, you guys, how I even functioned without them. Because the frankincense, I will normally put the frankincense just right here. It's hard to do with glasses on. I put it here on my temples, I also put frankincense right here behind my ears. And another spot that I do it for mood and emotional balance is I put it right here at the nape of my neck. And I do that because it's going straight into the brainstem. Frankincense crosses the blood-brain barrier and is working in your cells nearly immediately. All right. You also, here's the bonus, especially you ladies, okay? Ladies in the house. What frankincense will do is it will help diminish the appearance of wrinkles and any kind of age spots, anything skin related. It will rejuvenate that skin. So if you're using frankincense, let me ask the question. Is anybody using frankincense in their moisturizer on a daily basis? Or is anybody using it? How are you using it on your face? And what's it doing for you? That's probably a better question that I can ask. Because it does promote elastic skin. Okay, I'm not getting any younger. If anybody's getting any younger in time, you let me know how you're doing that. I would like to know what the fountain of youth is. But imagine you're building your immune system. It is also helping promote that relaxation emotionally. It's taking away wrinkles. Are you kidding me? Yes, please. Just those 3 things alone. We would bathe in that oil, right? And then one of the biggies, you guys, one of the biggies is that frankincense helps your body's inflammatory response. What does that mean? If you have a lot of pain and inflammation in your body, and as we get older, we do. And maybe you do things during the day that are strenuous and you're lifting, and it could be a part of your work, it could be a part of your life. Even stress, you guys, will have your body, your muscles tense up in a way that you lifted 50 pounds. So what can you do for that? If to fight the inflammation, you can put frankincense directly over the area that's bothering you, okay? How is that for amazing when it comes to frankincense? All right, I see a lot of you writing in that you're using the skincare products. They have frankincense in them. You're applying frankincense to your face after washing and toning. Well, if you have frankincense in your life, you could put a few drops of it in your hands and then put some coconut oil and just put it here under your eyes, put it anywhere, you know, these laugh lines that come here, try a drop under your tongue. You will have a beautiful 1-minute facial. There it is, frankincense, you guys, honestly. I'll come back to one little cool thing about frankincense in a minute when I introduce the next oil, because these two go hand in hand. I am going to introduce Deep Blue. Deep Blue oil, here's another blend, right? It's not a single oil. Deep Blue is an oil blend that has a bunch of different oils in it that are going to your body's, talk about inflammatory response, pain and inflammation. If you have anything like that in your body, Deep Blue is the oil that you are going to reach for. Sore muscles, achy joints. You'd apply this on location, okay? It has blue tansy, it has helichrysum in it. And the job of those oils, it can relieve a lot of that neck tension if you sit at a computer all day, the head tension that comes, what do? We're looking at our phones like this, right? So this is a good oil just to put in those areas as well. And crazy, it supports healthy circulation. So I know that my mother-in-law, who's probably not watching, but I want her to, she has type 2 diabetes and circulation is an issue in her legs. Deep Blue is one of those oils that when she lived with us, I would be applying that Deep Blue on from her knees on down to help promote healthy circulation. Now, I said something about frankincense a minute ago. Deep Blue and frankincense together, frankincense will emphasize any oil that's underneath it. So if you have some major issues in the area of pain response, then you want to make sure that when you're using the Deep Blue, you're going to layer some frankincense on top and see how that works for you, because it can relieve a lot of the tension that you would normally feel after a workout or whatever's causing that tension, okay? Deep Blue also comes in, the basic kit has the oil, which is amazing, but I do want to show you guys as well that Deep Blue also comes in a rub, and all this is this oil sitting in a lotion. And if you're trying to cover a large area, then I would recommend the rub just because it goes a little bit farther and gets into your skin and into your muscles. So if you have a pain or an issue and you've had a long day at work, then this might be your remedy just to put on your shoulders when you get home, or the back of your neck. Or how many of you sit at a computer all day and you're doing this? Okay, I used to write 20 reports a day, and so I had a lot of repetitive motion type stuff. Guess what? I would put the Deep Blue just directly on my wrist, and I would do this multiple times a day, you guys. The oils, you can't OD on essential oils. You cannot OD on plants. It would be like me picking a plant and, you know, some lavender and gnawing on it. I'm not going to have any kind of a side effect, or am I going to overdose on lavender? Okay, so if you are feeling any kind of tension, you could put the oils on over and over and over again throughout the day, and that is not going to be an issue. How many drops? Nobody's asked that question, but how many drops of oil? I would say 1 to 2 drops when you're applying directly, or 1 to 2 drops when you're drinking the oils in your water. Anything more than 5 drops when you're putting it on your body is going to flash off and be wasted. And so the oils are, they're precious. You do not want to just put 20 drops on yourself one time a day and go, oh man, that didn't work. No, it's better to put 1 to 2 drops and then a few hours go by. 1 to 2 drops, a few hours. Just be consistent, because your body is going to respond to what you're introducing to it. Especially some of you who have never used anything like this before, it's going to take a little bit for your body to go, oh, okay, yeah, you're helping me. You're helping me repair and restore the areas that I wanted to in the first place. Thank you very much, right? Okay, so let's move on. We've only got a few more oils to cover. Let me just put these in a separate pile. You guys still with me? Can you tell me you're still here? Who is still here? If you guys didn't join, if you weren't on in the beginning and didn't say where you're joining me live from, you can do that now. Just tell me where you're from. If you already did that, deja vu. No, just kidding. You don't have to do it again. But if you just joined us, just tell me where you're joining, what state or what city. Where are you? I just want to know where you at, people? Where? Oh, thank you, Gail. Don't put Deep Blue drops in your mouth. Yes, that might have been confusing because I said 1 or 2 drops in your water. This is a good point. So remember what I said about supplemental facts? 2 things about Deep Blue. 1 is you don't see supplemental facts on that bottle. 2 is, just in case you thought you saw them there, there's this childproof cap that is the secondary line of defense to go, please don't drink this. This is not a drinky oil. It's not. Nor would that be the most effective way to get this oil onto your body, right? I had someone drink it once. They are still alive, but this is not the recommended way that you would use this oil. This oil is, think about it. If your issue is pain and inflammation and something's throbbing, or your head or whatever, topically sounds like it would be the most effective way for it to be in your body. Is this going to go in your diffuser and help your muscles? No, you're going to put it directly on your sore muscles. This is, unless you love the smell of it, this is one that I would use topically and not use it aromatically, okay? Unless you love the smell of blue tansy in the air at midnight. I don't know. But this is a good point. Thank you, Gail, for pointing that out. All right, funny tummy. Where's my funny tummy, people? Before oils came into my life, I actually was taking something on a daily basis that helped me not have a feeling where I had a 500-pound car sitting on my chest, or an anvil. I guess cars weigh tons, right? More than 500 pounds. So I had a lot of issues with eating certain foods, and I would feel that here, and it honestly felt like I had a large person, I mean, honestly, my son could sit on me and that would be less painful than what I was feeling when I would eat certain offending foods, and that feeling that's in there. You guys that have had that before, you know, it's horrible, doubled over in pain. So there was something I was taking back in my pre-doTERRA life that wasn't really making a huge difference, and the side effects to it were horrible. And when I asked my doctor, how long do I have to keep taking this? He said, for the rest of your life. And I thought, wow, I have more life. Well, maybe not more life. I have as much life ahead of me, on the road ahead of me, as I do behind me. So that doesn't sound good to me. That does not sound like something that I want to do, and in 20 years look back and go, man, what is going on with my liver, or what's going on with the body organs that are processing this that I've taken on a daily basis. So I won't tell you what that medication was, but I will say that the issue itself, I have a hiatal hernia and it's not going to be repaired. And it does cause me a lot of discomfort and pain. But I do want to enjoy avocados and food and things that normal people get to enjoy. So why am I telling you all this? Because the oil that changed my life in that area is the Digestive Blend. It's DigestZen. And this is also a combination of oils that they put together. I think it smells like black licorice, but that's probably the fennel or the caraway. There's also peppermint in here. But DigestZen, I'm telling you guys, it has changed my life in the fact that I don't have to do that other thing anymore. And now I can enjoy all those foods. And if I ever feel that little, it starts little and then it turns gigantic, right? I just put a few drops on my hand or my fingers. I rub my sternum. I will also put a few drops on my belly. I rub the oils clockwise because your intestines tend to go that direction. And DigestZen, it's a drinky drink. You could also put this in your water. And I didn't bring any here in front of me, but if you know what a veggie cap is, and even if you don't, I'll describe it. It's a little gelatin capsule that looks like a pill. It's empty, and all you do is drop the little oils in there, you close it up, and you take it like a pill, all right? So some of my oilers, they love to be pill poppers, but there's oils in the pills, so that's fine. You can be a natural oil pill popper, okay? But that's what DigestZen's gonna do. If you don't have quite that massive of an issue like I did, I'll tell you that DigestZen works on constipation, gas, bloating, diarrhea. Here's another mind blown. Diarrhea and constipation, when you go to the store, you need two different things for that, right? When you go to the local drugstore. No. Remember, these are just helping our body with its own ability to heal itself. You need one oil for either of those issues. And at some time in your life, you're going to have one issue or the other, and all you need is this. This is why I'm doing the top 10 oils today, because these are the oils that everyone needs in their medicine cabinet. These are the oils that at the basic, you're living, you're breathing, you're eating, you're sleeping. You need these 10 oils just to function on a daily basis. Because if you get a tummy ache, you're going to get a headache. Okay, all of these things, the stuff I'm going over today, this is just daily stuff. So what does DigestZen do? It helps maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract, upper GI, lower GI. It can soothe that occasional stomach upset. It helps you digest your food, and like it was doing for me, it helps stuff go down. How do I take it? I take 4 drops in a capsule when I'm eating the foods that I probably shouldn't. And I also rub it on my belly, okay? Is this an oil that you guys would diffuse? Is it? Maybe some of you do, but I would say being a digestive blend, I would take this internally and I would also put it on directly, topically to the area that's affecting me. And those are the most effective ways to use this particular oil. If you love the smell of black licorice, you could diffuse it, but the fastest way to get this into your body is by drinking it or putting it on, because it does. Linda said it works fast. It works really, really fast. Okay, so Janet has put a secret hack in the comments that it's one of my favorites, and I'm glad you mentioned it. Okay, she said to rub it in the navel for sinus issues, and I'm gonna tell you guys that works. If you have sinus issues and you just feel like there's 500 pounds of junk going on up here, you can put it here and here. You can put it on your sinus cavities. Just make sure you have your coconut oil nearby, because the peppermint in it, sometimes people are sensitive, right? But you can put a drop of it directly, what's your navel? That's your belly button. Put it straight inside your belly button. And within minutes, I've done it, you guys, your nasal cavity, your sinuses will just boom, they'll drain. It's crazy. People think I'm crazy. When I tell them, if they call me and they're asking like, what do I do for sinus relief? I just want to get rid of some of this junk. I will tell them to put DigestZen in their belly button. And then they're like, click. No, I'm just kidding. No, they, I think at this point, people people do trust us, they do, but it does sound crazy. I will tell you why it works. Why do you guys think it's working when you put it there, or you put it directly on your cavity? Why is it working for congestion? That's a hack, isn't it? Because it is a mucus breaker-upper. That's not official, but that's what I call it. Its job is to break up mucus. That's why it works in your GI tract. That's why it's working to pave a way for your intestines to do normal things, okay? So if it's a mucus breaker-upper, then if you're putting it there, it is going to break up any kind of mucus you have as a result of being too congested, sniffly, all of that. I'm so glad you wrote that. And am I saying it right? Janet? I don't think it's Jeanette. I think it's Janet. Thank you so much for that tidbit. She said it is the bomb. It totally is. So this is where you guys get to learn these little tips and tricks and hacks. And we try to put this kind of stuff in the Keep It Simple Public Oil Education and Support Group. It is the reason why we created the group, so that we can have a place to converse. We can have a place where we can have oil questions answered immediately. If you guys have questions beyond today's class, you can certainly write them in that group. You'll probably get a response within minutes from seasoned oilers, from new oilers, from many people. Okay, so that is why we're doing this, because we love to share information. Don't keep this kind of information to yourself, okay? Awesome, awesome. All right, just a couple more oils to cover. That was Digestive. I want to cover Melaleuca. Melaleuca is oh my goodness, what's happening with my computer? Sorry, weird stuff is going on. Melaleuca is an amazing oil that will help with anything fungal. Fungal related is where you're going to go with that. So let me see. I would say the things that I would reach for it is anything skin, irritations. If you've got dry patches, it really does promote clear skin. So what do I mean by that? Okay, if you have that North Star, you can put this directly on. I did have one the other day. I'm using you guys as a mirror right now. So it does promote skin, healthy skin, and healthy complexion. So if you have any of those little irritations, you can put this. Did you see that? I just put it directly on my face. You can also use this protect against environmental threats as well. So if you've got some skin irritation or anything on your body or your face that's erupting, put it directly there. I keep a bottle of this in my shower because I will normally use shampoo in my hand, and then I put a drop of this in my shampoo. I tend to have a very flaky scalp, and you know, if you have anything like that, then it's going to help with your scalp. So dandruff, anything in that area, it soothes your scalp and helps it just rejuvenate. It's not just masking it so it makes stuff stick to your head. That's what dandruff shampoo does, is it just makes the stuff stick to your head. And eventually you've got like an inch worth of stuff on your scalp. You don't want that. This is actually going to cleanse the scalp and have those things come off and bye-bye down the drain, okay? Now, what else can it do, you guys? This is an oil, because it's an antifungal. At the end of our top 10 class, I will give you a recipe that we call the Flume recipe, and it is going to help when you feel that scratchy throat, you feel your body starting to ache, and you're coming down with something. That is when you're going to use Melaleuca internally. Remember the little capsule? Or you can put it on the bottom of your feet, and you can protect against those kinds of environmental or seasonal threats. All right, so I'm going to get to that recipe in a minute. What else do you guys love about Melaleuca? Smooth skin, helps irritated skin, helps the North Star kind of stuff. What else? Athlete's foot. So when I said fungal, I also meant, whoo, your kid just took off his shoes and there's some crazy stuff coming out of there. You're going to grab your Melaleuca and just put a couple drops, not only on their feet, but in the shoes as well. That's going to help. Now remember, I said I keep it in the shower. So when you step out of the shower, a good thing to do, just drop some right on your toes and just rub it into your nail beds. That will help. When my son was really, really little, we would go to, before oils, pre-oils, you guys, we would go to the doctor because he had chronic ear stuff go on. And remember earlier when I said you're not going to put oils directly in your ear, but if you do have any kind of ear pain, or like my son had ear infections, I felt like every week. I wish I had Melaleuca at the time, because what you'll do is, I'll show you where to put it. You'll put a drop on your finger, and you'll put it, see this little, here, I'll go close, right here, and then a drop right in here, and then a drop right here. So kind of like you can do it here too. So kind of like a triangle, 1, 2, and 3, and just triangulate that area with a drop, drop, drop of Melaleuca, and then put some drops on a coconut. Put them on a coconut. That'd be hilarious, and shove it in your ear. No, please don't listen to me. A cotton ball. Put it on a cotton ball, and then set, not shove, set the cotton ball just gently in the ear. I'd leave that in for a little bit. I would do it overnight for my son, where he'd just go to sleep. I'd put the cotton ball in there, and then I'd just pop it out when I was going to bed or in the morning, whenever, for a nap. Just pop it out, and it is going to drain any kind of ear junk that is causing them pain. Okay, so that's something that you can do on a very practical basis if you have any kind of ear issues. Cotton ball works best, and then just getting that area in the triangle. If you didn't have a cotton ball, could you put it on a Kleenex and just put, yeah, that's fine too. Okay, I've done that as well if I didn't have a cotton ball handy. Let's see, nail salon. Anybody love to get their nails done? Protect yourself before you go, especially if you're going to a brand new nail salon. You're going to put the Melaleuca in your nail beds before you even go to the salon, because that's going to protect you from any kind of nail fungus or things that, hopefully they're really good now about cleaning their equipment or opening up a new package when you go there, but I still protect myself and do that before I leave. Okay, so Melaleuca is amazing for that. Speaking of immune function and just immune support, and also when I get to the flume recipe, you're gonna love this one, I wanna introduce the oregano. And oregano is a powerhouse oil as well. Oregano helps with healthy immune function, meaning you will, if you feel that junk coming on, I've had people gargle with oregano, you feel that throat tickle, scratchy scratch, you gargle with it, and within the hour, they're like, whoa, Chrystelle, honestly, what happened? Oregano provides amazing, amazing source of antioxidants. So it's helping your body clear the toxins that are starting to build up. And what's crazy is you could use this for healthy digestion as well, because it's helping your body. We all secrete normal digestive juices, if you will, that go through your system. Well, this helps promote even more of that. So it's just flushing everything out. And it's also this is a hot oil, you guys. If you've used oregano, tell me what you used it for. But this is a hot oil, it's a spicy oil. One of my favorite uses for this oil is warts and skin tags. And if you're in the public education group, which this event is housed in there, you might want to check out our Wellness Wednesday this week on the Love Your Skin series, because there's a specific post where I talk about skin tags and warts, and oregano specifically, because you could just put a little bit on a Q-tip and then put it directly on that little skin tag. Be consistent. Remember to be consistent with the oils. After application multiple times a day for a few weeks, you will see it disappear. Okay, just like magic. It is amazing. So if you've had that, if you've been able to have that experience, then please let us know in the comments. I would love to have somebody chime in about skin tags or any kind of skin stuff and oregano, and how amazing you will notice a difference in the appearance of your skin. Honestly, you're going to be amazed at oregano. But it is a hot and spicy oil, which means that if you feel it burning, what do you grab? Not water. Go grab coconut oil and just dilute it a little bit there, okay? I think there is one more oil I didn't cover, and I can't believe I didn't cover it first, because it's usually the gateway. It's lavender. Lavender is usually the gateway to people being introduced to essential oils. Lavender is calming for our mind, for our emotions. It's also calming for our skin. People don't even realize it, But lavender is a natural antihistamine. So if you suffer from seasonal allergies and put lavender, lemon, and peppermint either in a little veggie cap or a glass of water, or rub all three directly here on your throat, here on your nasal cavities, bottom of your feet, that is going to help against seasonal allergies. So those three oils, because lavender is a natural antihistamine. All right, if you ever feel like you're getting itchy eyes, that little itch inside your ear where it's like, is it in my ear or in my mouth? I don't know where that itch is. I have those kinds of allergies, and that's what I use, lavender, lemon, and peppermint. And I use it in a capsule because that's the quickest way for it to get into my system. But lavender does soothe skin irritations, bug bites, sunburn. You guys, lavender, it's called the Swiss Army knife of oils. So that's what you're gonna grab for many different uses, for stress, for sleep, for skin, I mentioned. So many issues to just calm, recover, bruising, tension, all of that, okay? So is lavender a drinky drink oil? Yes, of course it is, because how do we know that? Back to our review, supplemental facts on the bottle. Is lavender one you would diffuse? Absolutely. If sleep is your issue, you're gonna put it in your diffuser and run that all night. Can you mix oils in your diffuser? 100% yes. If you have a breathing issue and you can't sleep, put lavender and breathe in your diffuser and go to bed, okay? Put it on the bottom of your feet. That's a great place, again, to put the oils into your body, okay? So if you guys, lavender is usually that oil that everyone has experienced. And people, I don't think I've met a person alive that has said, I don't know how to use the lavender. So if you guys use lavender, you can tell me what you've used it for. And Linda says she has tried this triad of lemon, lavender, and peppermint for the seasonal allergies. Totally works, right? Yes. Okay, so did I do 10? I need my my teachers and my correctors out there to make sure that I hit all 10 oils. I think I got all 10. Okay, I want to give you an amazing recipe, and then I'm going to tell you how to get the oils, okay? The amazing recipe, I just gave you the seasonal allergy one, but the other amazing recipe, and I'll post it in this event after we're done, we call it flume. What does flume sound like? Kind of sounds like flu to me, but we call it flume. If you feel like you have that scratchy throat, the achy body, and you think something bad is about to happen, you know that feeling, like I'm gonna be down for the count for the next week. Clear my calendar, I'm gonna be sick. We don't do that, right? We don't do that on purpose, but it just happens. So when you start, the inkling that you start feeling like this, I want you to grab your frankincense. That's the F, write this down, all right? And I'll give you the veggie cap version if you're putting it in a cap, or the roller ball. What is a roller ball? Gosh, I wish I had one handy to show you. Oh, yes, I do. This is a roller ball. This is a pre-made one, but they kind of look like this, and they just have this at the end, and you could put that easily on the bottom of your feet, okay? So what's the flume recipe? If you're taking it in a capsule, you're gonna do 2 drops of each of these oils. The F in flume is frankincense. Remember, that is an antimicrobial and an antibacterial and has a natural ability to help immune system, okay? What's the L in flume? That is lemon. It's a natural antioxidant. You're gonna put 2 drops in your capsule of that. What is the O? The first O is On Guard, also another antimicrobial, antibacterial, and this is going to help protect your immune system and give you that support. And then the other O in flume is oregano, which we learned was a powerhouse when it comes to being an antiviral, okay? And the M in flume is our Melaleuca, and that's our antifungal. So all of those are working together. Here they are, aren't they beautiful? We're using our flume in order to knock out that horrible stuff. And it might take, does it mean, you guys, that you're not gonna get sick? If you are already on that trajectory and you've picked something up, It might take what would have been 7 days down to 2 days. It might take a 2-day down to a no day. So, but I can't stress enough that you will either put this in a veggie cap, the sign of something coming on, and then do it again a few hours later. If you don't want to do it that way, you could put it inside the empty roller, and I would do 6 drops of each of the oil, except for the oregano. I would make that 3 just because it's such a hot, spicy oil. You fill the rest of the roller ball with fractionated coconut oil. Our coconut oil does not smell coconutty. They've taken out the coconut smell, and the fractionated means that it stays liquid all the time, so you don't have to wait for your coconut oil to, you know, if you're scooping it out or you got it at the grocery store, you're waiting for it to get liquid. Well, you won't have to wait when it's fractionated coconut oil. Okay, does that make sense? Do you guys like that recipe? I will post that recipe in the event. All right. Now, home stretch. Stay with me for this. Even if you guys have your oils, I do want you to hear this because I want you to hear how easy it is for people to get oils. You probably have people in your life. If you already have oils, you probably have people in your life you would love to share this with them. So I do want you to hear how I describe how to get the oils. And if you don't have oils, you guys, then make sure, I won't make you comment below, but if you don't have oils, you know who you are. And I am so glad that you watched this class and that you're continuing to watch this class and learn some things about natural solutions. But I'm going to tell you guys, all of you right now, how we get the oils. You buy them direct. And that means not from Amazon, because they're not, even if they say doTERRA, those really aren't doTERRA oils. They're diluted or something. You don't know the authenticity of the oil that's in the bottle. So you buy direct and you get a hold of the person that invited you to this group. If that person's me, if I invited you here, I have some friends that are watching, then get a hold of me. If that's someone else in the group, you get a hold of them. How does a doTERRA account work? Well, it's just like a Costco account, I explain to people. You come when you want, you don't when you don't, right? So you're not bound to, oh my gosh, I have to have a certain box come to my house every single month and I need to sell oils. They're gonna bug me about selling oils. No, think Costco. You buy your Costco membership and you get to shop at Costco and get your toilet paper cheaper for a year, okay? With doTERRA, you get a wholesale membership and you get to shop at doTERRA wholesale prices for a year, whether that's you buy once a year or you buy all year long, okay? Now, we said, we started this public oil education group because we wanted a place where you can ask a question and within minutes you get them answered. And that's what that's for. Or you can search the group and find answers to many, many of your oil questions or remedies that you're looking for to make your home and transition into a more natural environment, right? Whether that's cleaning or it's your kids or it's your health, all of the things to move towards a more oily lifestyle, if you will, okay? We do training videos, we do education, and we honestly, on our team, if you're watching this, it probably means that you've been invited by somebody on our team, and we truly believe that you should not go this journey alone. And we are all in it to support each other and to help you live that oily lifestyle and be able to reach for something when you have no idea. You know, your old standby is still over there, but we want to help you reach for this new thing and retrain your brain to do that. So I know that can be overwhelming for some people, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed. One oil, one drop at a time is kind of how we designed this whole thing. And I don't want people to get overwhelmed. I just want to tell you that you're not alone in this journey. Whether you're a seasoned oiler or you have never experienced an essential oil in your life, we are here to help you. We're here to support you, okay? And that's why you would go direct through someone who invited you to this group, okay? So how do you start with doTERRA? Back to that Costco membership. You get your membership and you get access to those wholesale prices all year long. The smartest way to start with doTERRA is to get a starter kit. And I will post the starter kits inside this event as well. I'll post them here in the group. And what doTERRA has done is they have taken all of the most basic, helpful oils. Okay, we have almost 100 oils. Did I go through 100 today? No. I went through 10. I went through 10 because these are the oils, like I said, they're the staples in your home. And so what doTERRA has done is they've bundled a lot of kits that are based on those kinds of staples and what you want to start with. I will never pigeonhole somebody into, you have to get this kit, you have to get this kit. But guess what? You all came here with a different need. You all came here with a different budget. You all came here with a solution in mind that you want a natural solution for. Maybe you haven't slept in years. Maybe you have the same digestive problem that I did. Maybe it's skin, whatever it is. You came here searching for a solution, and I hope you heard it in at least this class. And if you didn't, we will make sure that you get the answers to many of the things that you're dealing with, okay? So those starter kits attempt to get to the basic cabinet that you have in your home. And all of the good kits, I'll say, they do come with a diffuser. So how do you get started? The best way, the cheapest way to get started is you pick a kit. And the best-selling kit, the number one kit that I sell, is called the Natural Solutions Kit. I want you guys to pay attention to that one. That one comes with that diffuser. It's a $100 diffuser for free. And it also gives you $100 in free oils that you can cash out later. There's a coupon for that later. Comes with the vitamins, comes with all of the oils that we talked about today, and some major products to help your home just start on the right track. It's a foundational kit. And then the second best-selling kit that I sell a lot of is called the Home Essentials Kit. That is the top 10 oils that I went through today. And even the frankincense, you guys, frankincense by itself is nearly $70. The fact that it comes in a kit with 9 other things, for not much more than that, is a big deal. And coming with that free diffuser, if your issue is sleep, if it's respiratory, anything like that, you want to be sure that you get a kit with the diffuser. And I'll tell you, we have replaced everything in our home. One oil at a time, we have replaced everything with essential oils, and we're using that diffuser. We have multiple, okay? Do you guys have multiple diffusers? I can't be the only one. I have a diffuser problem. I have many diffusers. But here's the thing. I'll post the kits, and if you guys don't have an account yet, or you know someone that doesn't have an account yet, you want to make sure they listen to this part of our class and let them know there's certain kits to choose from, because we want to help them with that oil journey. But because it's March 2nd today, I can't believe it. Because it's March, if you join doTERRA in the month of March, doTERRA sends you a free additional gift. In addition to the wonderful oils and the wholesale account you're getting, you're also going to get another deep blue oil and the deep blue rub, you know, the rub that I was talking about that's going to get to all that muscle tension, inflammation stuff. Then these 2 things, this is worth like 90 bucks. These 2 things will come with the Home Essentials Kit, actually all of the kits that are 200 points or above. So if you, and by the way, if you guys already have oils, if you already have oils in your life and you're taking advantage of the loyalty rewards, which means that you get your shipping back in points that are worth dollars, and that you're also getting points back for more oils in the future, that you can continue to live this oily lifestyle, you guys get to partake in that too. If you have an order this month and you already have doTERRA in your life, then you get to, with any 200 PV order, you get to get these 2 things too. So I should mention that. It's not just for new people. It's for me, it's for you, it's for anyone. So this is a stock up month to do this, all right? We want to help you in your oil journey, and I'll tell you that anybody that joins from today's class, I do get to see in my back office if people have a date of enrollment as today. So if you join doTERRA today and you become a part of our team, I'm going to send you an additional welcome gift from me that I think you're going to be blessed with, that's going to come in the mail. So I promise you, if you join us today, so make sure you guys that people watch this class, they listen to this event, they understand that for getting a Home Essentials Kit with the top 10 oils, they're getting a free diffuser, a free deep blue rub, a free deep blue oil, and a free gift from their Diamond Leader to welcome them, and free access to the Public Oil Education Group and so many of our remedies and this oil community that we love each other, we like to serve each other, and just have so much fun in there talking about essential oils and how we've used them in our lives. So I want to thank you guys for spending your Saturday morning with me. I'm going to go heat up my coffee and drink the rest of it. And just get with the person who invited you here, you guys, because we do want to help you pick the best kits for your needs. You have needs, and we are here to provide solutions. We're just facilitators that are connecting your needs to solutions we know work, and we're just putting that together. That's all our job is, you guys. So thank you for spending time with me this morning, everybody who joined. I love you guys to death, and I can't wait to continue our conversation in the public oil education group. Keep it Zimple. In case you're wondering where that comes from, my last name's Zimmerman, and it's the Zimmermans trying to go simple. We try to simplify things on a daily basis, and I'll tell you, it's a work in progress. It is a work in progress. And if you guys are interested in sharing doTERRA, you might want to check out our Sharing 101 class that is posted in the group as well. And every month we go through what it would be like to not be weird and actually share this with someone else. And if you're actually thinking about doing what I do for a living, then, and remember, I left my full-time job at the university and I get to do this full-time now and just travel to help people with essential oil solutions. If you're interested in that piece too, then reach out to the person who invited you or reach out to me and I'll get you plugged into our exclusive private VIP group for the business side and make sure you get all that information as well. All right. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Mwah. Happy oiling. God bless you. Bye.